Anyone here ever open an app to see one notification and scroll for like 10 minutes, 40 minutes? Yeah, so that might have been my fault. Okay. Sorry about that, by the way. So I'm building products for over a decade, product systems, algorithms. And in my world, a good design is a design with no friction. That means that if a person on the other side of the screen stops to think, okay, or I don't know, struggles or get confused, I failed. It's not necessarily a bad thing, okay? It's industry standard. It's what makes the products that you love stick and the products that you hate stick as well. In my world, we call it optimization, but lately I started calling it something else. But to tell you why, I have to go back to midnight when I was 11. So I'm in my pink walled bedroom. Okay, the entire house is asleep. And the only light in the house is this bluish glare from my screen. I'm building a website, a fan site. Actually, let's be honest, a digital shrine. To a witch from a TV show, Phoebe Halliwell from Charmed. It looked bad, like really bad. Like everything was broken. The color, I don't even want to talk about the colors. You know what? I don't. And the text was so cringe. My God, it was. Phoebe. Yeah, Phoebe. Fibi. Because when you're 11, apparently, spelling is strictly optional. I don't know. Anyhow, nobody told me to do this. It was just useless play. Something I did because I was bored. I was really lonely back then. And none of the people in my class really knew Charmed. So I added features that social media had way before social media was a thing. And those features actually started a community of misfits, of lonely kids all around the world who loves Charmed. And two of my best friends, the ones who were with me in really rough moments, are from that glittery site from 22 years ago. The useless thing I ever did got me the people I died for. But let me tell you what happened to that girl. She grew up and the neon pink walls got painted over professional beige. The daydreaming, my boss called it a distraction. And getting lost in an idea, in the wilderness, with no plan, was a waste of time. And I lost her little by little. And when I'm saying I lost her, I lost the aliveness, passion, my voice, my awareness, my ability to, to gather a whole community. Anyhow, let's go back to the present, I think. A few months ago, I wanted to do a post for social. And honestly, I just didn't feel like writing anything. So I went to AI and I told him, write a strong post about this. And in a second, it did. And it came out perfect and polished. And I felt smart. I was like, yes, you nailed it. Yes, you're so smart. Wow, that's impressive. I'm impressive. So I posted it, loved the comments, and felt very unique and smart. And a few days later, I scrolled and I saw a post of a friend of mine. Super identical, same metaphor, same phrasing, same structure, same weird end dashes, same voice. And I realized I didn't write any posts, and I'm not that. Didn't nail anything. I read an algorithm. Okay, that wasn't me. That algorithm wasn't me. that post was at me. And the thing is, it didn't only stop there. When I saw it there, I kept seeing it everywhere. I saw it home. When I was talking to my husband on something super, super vulnerable, I sort of said stuff that were not even mine. They sounded very smart. But the chat told me that morning. And in my job, I automated everything. I was super efficient. Super. But it didn't stop there. I automated my decisions, my creativity, my thinking. And it left me so flat and sad and with no meaning. And I want to be clear. This entire thing happened because I kind of lost a girl. And to be clear about that as well, nobody stole her. No one. I gave her away. I gave her away one easy answer at a time. I call it the flattening. And I think some may say it kind of sounds like a burnout, but a burnout is like there is too much pressing in, right? So flattening is there is less and less of you going out. Now, I work a lot with AI, and I want to say that AI won't replace you. We now see something worse is happening. AI trains you gently out of yourself. And the thing is, it doesn't feel like loss. It feels like relief. That's a trap. Anyhow, I'm not here to complain or talk about AI. Not really. I'm here because I found that girl accidentally. And I want to tell you how. The cure was stay in ambiguity. That was it. Okay? And I'll explain. The moment you feel something, right? And you're in kind of an uncertainty, and you reach your hand to the phone and you want to talk to the AI, that part right there is the gap. Stay in it. One bit longer than is comfortable. That's it. That's the wrap. It's like a muscle. Anybody here goes to the gym? Okay, perfect. Mindfulness? Anybody practice mindfulness? Okay. Same thing. It's a muscle. I'll tell you this. I'm really bad at it. I practice it daily, and I catch myself maybe 1 out of 5. But every time I do, I get better at it. And it brings back the thing that I lost. This uncertainty retrieves, but ambiguity creates. This is not only me saying. So Albert Einstein said that he's not smarter than any of you. He's just staying enough time in the ambiguity, in the problem. That's all. I'll be honest with you for a second. I sit on both sides. Okay, so I work with AI. I build these tools. I work with the labs of the tools you probably used this morning. And I also coach CEOs, leaders, and employees that got laid off or that are not really sure who to hire next. And they all keep asking me the same question in different phrases, but the same question. Who do we hire in 2030, in 2050? And they always say this. Every time the technology changed, it took jobs. Yes, but it also created new ones. The trick is to understand where the technology is weak. That gap, if we leverage it, that's a role right there. There was no web developer before we had a web. And AI has a wall. It has a wall. I stood by it. Let me, for a second, explain how AI works. Basically, it's statistics. It works on probability, okay? The next likely word, next likely pixel. That's it, okay? But innovation is standard deviation. And that's you. 2 things about you were never written down. And it's critical because the way AI works, it takes stuff out of a data set. If there is no data, there's nothing to take. Okay, it's not behind you there. It's blind to it forever. What happens in ambiguity? A real idea don't start with a brilliant idea. That's not how it goes. It starts with a mess. You have like 17 balls in the air, not related to each other at all, okay? And you're just like holding everything together, not filtering out nothing yet. You're doing that all at once. And here, the DMN, a really cool part we have in our brain, starts to activate, okay? That's the part where innovation kicks in. We take those 70 balls, and out of them, we choose 3 balls that has no business in being together. And when connecting them, something new creates. This right there, this is the moments Einstein has, Elon Musk has, Steve Jobs have. Okay, it's that. AI is weak there because it's not logic. It's wild association. And a creative leap is the exact opposite of the average. Your deviation is your leverage. The other advantage is what's never said. Subtext, intuition, your nervous system. So we know more than we can say. Fact. Think about it for a second. You can recognize a familiar face in a crowd of strangers. How do you do that? You can walk into a room, feel something is off, but no words were said. That knowing isn't in any data set. It's in your body. No one can write it down, not even you. And you cannot feed the AI what you cannot put into data. So basically, yes, it knows everything that's written down, but it never tried to build something at midnight that nobody needs. It knows everything that's written down, but you are everything that isn't. So back to the bluish light of the bedroom, that broken website, the green text, the misspelled witch. That wasn't a warm-up before my career. In some ways, I don't want to say a peak, but in some ways it was a peak. Not an impressive one, not a strategic one, definitely not a well-designed one, but the most alive one. I could follow that spark that far because I was lonely, I was bored, and there was no instant escape. So I had to stay. But if you would hand me a phone with an AI at that moment, I would autocomplete my loneliness. And the favorite shrine would never exist. And I would never meet the people I died for. So back to the questions these folks ask me. Who do we hire now? This. They hire this. Your weird association, your gut, your clumsy way of seeing a problem, the deviation the average can never reach. Don't give that away. So go. Go waste an afternoon. Go wander. Let the not knowing be a little bit longer than it's come.